Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 248 for the 8th of November, 2024. My name is Fraser, and I am joined on my left by Neil,
Hi.
and on my right by Dave.
Hello.
Everyone all right?
Not so bad. Didn't have
That's
to take my
good.
son to football tonight.
Very nice.
He didn't go
Before
to
I
football.
forget,
But
he what?
he didn't go.
He didn't go. Oh, okay, well. Did he not go because... Oh, well, he wasn't going
He's
already.
too tired.
Oh. All right.
Bless him.
I hope he gets better soon from some rest.
Did you have a
I'm
nice
sure
week
he will.
off, Fres?
I had, it was a very busy week. I will say thank you to Pilch for stepping in again. That was great. No doubt we'll be hearing from him again soon. I think I had the feel if he was available, he'd probably be joining us again tonight anyway. But he's more than welcome. He knows that. Yeah, it was a good week. Hectic. My children both have their birthdays at the end of October. Well, 30th of October, then it's Halloween on the 31st, and then the 1st is my son's birthdays. My daughter's birthday. So my son was 18 and my daughter was 16, so they're both like significant birthdays. And
But apparently they're less significant in Canada than they are in the UK.
well, they
It
have an
sounds
English
like.
family, so I mean, I guess I
You're
don't
still
know.
not old enough to drink at 18.
Well, he's drinking, so
Well,
I don't
I
know
mean,
what to tell you.
legally allowed to go to the pub and buy a drink.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
I think that's one of the crappier things. There's a part of me that would like to have, like, we took him out for dinner. I would like to have got him a beer, right, for his dinner or whatever. And
You're not allowed to have beer with your dinner under 19 over there?
I don't think so. I think
Really?
it's flat out no drinking under 19. You know, not
Oh,
like
wow, okay.
not like places in Europe.
We're allowed from about 4, I think it is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
6.
Yeah,
It's something stupidly like early, yeah.
yeah. And I mean, look, if you think Canada is this sort of puritanical place or whatever, it really isn't. Everyone's still getting pissed all over the place, and they love their beers and all. You know. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. We threw a party. We had a party. The usual anxiety that comes with that. We left. My wife and I left for the evening, and
Wow, you're brave.
yeah, a load of teenagers came into the house, but we put our faith in my son's a good kid, so we put our faith in that he had good friends, and you know,
You don't know
it's
them?
one of the what all his friends.
Yeah.
No, not all
Really?
of them. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those
You
things.
let
We came.
strange teenagers into your house.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I was anxious about it. You know, we're definitely anxious about it, but you have to sometimes give yourself over to it, right? You know, it's we did what
You've
we
got
could.
smart cameras all over the house.
No, none of that. You know, it was really just look. Hey, oh, you know, my kids are good kids. They know, you know, don't break up our stuff. Don't let anyone upstairs. You know, some basic
Yeah, but
rules
you
were in
know,
place.
and there's a couple
And
of
that,
drinks involved. Pigs get out of hand.
well, those all sound like excuses from people who don't have parties, right?
Oh, we have parties.
know.
Don't worry about that.
Well, there you
The-
go,
The
right?
fucking debauchery happens when the adults have parties in this house.
Yeah. You know, well, I mean, the thing is, you say to him as well, look, you're a smart kid, you know, if it goes well, there are more parties to be had, right? If it doesn't go well, there are no more parties to be had.
Touch
So,
my decks.
you know, hey, you know what? The decks were there if they wanted to play around with them. I don't care too much. I moved my record player, that was gone. You know, there were certain precautions were made. But they're all good kids. I mean, we came back. There are a few of them were absolutely hammered when we came back. You know, this girl shouts at me, you know, who are you, right? You know, I'm just like, don't worry about me. I'm nobody, you know, and I just, you know,
This is just my house.
one of his friends was a little bit worse for wear and greeted me. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And he goes, hello, Mr. Sampson, which was fun because that's the dog. They're good kids. It was great, you know, and I did want him to shut it down around about midnight, right? It was pretty noisy. It was like
It's
just
late
move
for
it
you,
ins-
mate.
whatever. But
Way
you know what
past
I
your
did?
bedtime.
But oh, absolutely. But you know what I did?
Did you
I
go
just
down
went
there and
to
start dancing?
No, I did. Hey, you guys should listen to me play the decks. No, I didn't do that. I just went up to my bedroom and I put my headphones on and I listened to techno and I blocked out all the sound and I didn't tell them to shut it down. I was just like, fuck it. He's only 18 once, right? You know, if anybody complains, so be it. If they don't complain, so I've been a good neighbor for fucking ages. Anybody's got a
Now's the
problem with
time
it.
to start
Now,
fucking
this
shit
is-
up.
Yeah, here it goes. You know what? And I warned my immediate neighbors anyway, right? They knew
Yeah.
it was coming. They're cool. So yeah, it was
Well,
great.
my
So
neighbours
that was
need
good.
warnings when my missus watches the TV these days. She's like a fucking turned into an old granny. Has to have it on about 1,000 volume or whatever.
You know what? Almost all of us in this house watch with subtitles.
What?
I don't
Do
know
you have
how
it
that's
really low?
happened.
Do you have the sound
just-
low?
I don't know why. I think
My daughter and Mrs. are the same. I put it down to the fact that they can actively watch telly but not fucking listen to anything. They have to fucking read it themselves because
Yeah.
they don't believe what's coming out of their mouths.
Did he really just
So
say
as long-
that? Well, it says it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to subtitles. And I tell you what, one of the things, if you watch things like, I find if I'm watching things like Lord of the Rings or, a lot of fantasy stuff, or
Yeah.
like,
I can understand.
there's
Yeah, yeah.
tons of stuff that gets put in the dialogue that I feel like I just would have glossed over and missed if I just heard it mentioned in a sentence, right? That I don't pick up on it.
Weirdos. Real weirdos.
Why? Because we like reading.
Well, unless you're hard of hearing, I don't know. I don't see the point. Unless it's in a foreign language, obviously.
I think it's probably stemmed from our living room that's in the sort of the middle floor, like because it's a high traffic area. It's all like solid floors and big glass doors and all that shit, right? So the sound is shit in there, right? God forbid we have carpet and nice soft furnishings.
We've got a hardwood floor where our main TV is, and the Dolby Atmos and all that hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Well, I say
this-
hardwood. I mean, it's not obviously wood.
Yeah, the
that
problem
feel
is,
like?
if I crank it in that room, then it really is loud. I don't know. But anyway, it's one of those things.
Mhm.
Subtitles are great.
Yes, for the hard of hearing, they're awesome.
Yep.
Maybe you have got a hearing problem that you just don't know aware
Maybe.
of, like your sight
Maybe.
issue that you just deny.
Absolute denial. 2020, mate. It says here about people like me. Hang on a second. It says here, he says putting his glasses on. That's the gag. That's the joke.
Funny. I nearly laughed.
All right, let's move on. We have some lists. Oh, we got to do footy. Footy.
Oh, do we have to do fucking footy?
No,
I don't wanna do
I
footy.
really don't want to do it this week either. I don't know. I honestly
Fucking
have
shocking.
fucking just given up. I haven't given up, but I feel like I should give up. I just no matter. Last week, I sat there and I poured over my team, and I was like, really gonna craft this one. Fucking just useless.
Pardon? Is that like a censored noise on this podcast for a swear?
Yeah.
We should fucking do that. Right. Anyway, I suppose we're going
What
to
is
have to
that
do
about
it.
misery? Come on.
Fucking,
Tell us how great Dave did. That's what I want to hear.
I haven't seen Dave score, to be honest. So Nathan, it's fucking Nathan's top. He did well. He got 70 points. Was that top score? Might have been top score.
I don't know.
I think it might have been. But yeah, he had Salah, but not as captain. He captained Haaland and still got 70 points.
Yeah. Well, Daisy Reed got 69 points.
Yeah. She captained Solanke. Spurs fan, obviously. But yeah, I absolutely sucked last week. I couldn't believe what was going on last week. Yeah, Luciano had a good week. He's up to second. Christian, he got 68 points. He's up to third. He's giving it, isn't he? Giving it on the Discord.
Oh, God.
They've all got
He doesn't
Salah,
wanna
haven't they?
make-
All the ones who've
He
got
doesn't,
who've done well
yeah,
have
he
got
doesn't
Salah.
want to make friends this year, does he?
Yeah, I had 31 points last week. Fraser, you got 36. Dave, 41. So you're the top seal last week.
Well done, Dave. That makes me happy.
Oh, man. I couldn't. Where do I start with my team? I don't know. I have 23 points on the bench,
Ouch.
which is nearly as many as that's 4 players on the bench. Nearly scored as many points as the 11 that I've actually put out. Only one of my players actually scored points, Morgan Rogers. Oh, I was 2 minutes away from getting a lovely clean sheet for my goalkeeper and 3 bonus points and loads of save points. He was on for like 12 points. And Fulham managed to score 2 goals in about a minute. In the 92nd and 93rd minute. I was like, you fucking kidding. And then one of them, the first one, was basically just... It hit him and fucking just looped into the top corner. I was like, you're fucking taking the piss. Yeah.
Was it Harry Wilson is his name? Yeah, I know. His first one. I watched it, so it was great.
I just turned it off after that. I was like, fuck off. That's it.
It's funny because I saw Harry Wilson play maybe about a year ago or at the end of last season. I was like, I should put him in my fantasy team.
He's not even starting these days. Doesn't he?
I know. He's done fuck all until now, but it just bugs me that I thought about it like a year ago that I should put him in.
Yeah.
Just for that one moment.
Yeah. Well, I had Ramsdale in goal on the bench, who for Southampton, obviously, if anyone follows football, they've been total shit so far. Don't keep clean sheets. He kept a fucking clean sheet, didn't he? Against Everton.
It had to happen once in a while.
I knew it was going to happen. And I had Harwood Bellis as well, a Southampton defender, because he's nice and cheap. So I had 2 clean sheets sitting on the bench. 15
you know
points.
What Neil said to me earlier when we were playing Hunt. What would you say to me earlier when we were playing Hunt Showdown? 2 words. You say it to me quite often. We both say it to each other. Stop moaning.
Calm your tits.
That's more than 2 words. I was like, 2 words. Yeah.
It's all right. There's more to come tomorrow.
Cole Palmer didn't do a lot last week, did he? He got an assist, I think. He's potentially fit for this week. There's been a lot of. Are they injured? Who's injured? Are they going to be fit?
Well, he's got a yellow.
Odegaard could be back for Arsenal, which is pretty big news for Arsenal.
Yeah,
he's fit. Apparently, he's well fit in it.
Don't put him in.
I wouldn't put him in, but he does make Arsenal tick.
No, I said if he is fit, they'll put him in.
Yeah, and that makes Arsenal better. So, if he's on form.
I mean, ignoring the Premier League, ignoring the fantasy. Are you going to talk about the Premier League? Because it was some great results, eh?
Was it?
Yes, for me.
What?
No, not team? For me actually. Well, we didn't do as well as I would like to hope. But I mean, up the top, right? Everyone faltered.
Well, everyone fucked it, didn't they? Man City lost to who?
Bournemouth.
Oh yeah, that was a killer.
Bournemouth, I think, Bournemouth very fast become my favourite second team.
Since Luton aren't there anymore, obviously.
Yeah, Luton have left me. It's not my fault.
They're going to be leaving me as well, the way they're fucking the game. But...
I love watching Bournemouth play.
They're interesting, aren't they? They're entertainers.
They've produced some really great games.
But loads of the teams now are playing in a similar fashion. Like Southampton are probably a good watch. I haven't seen any of their games. Like I don't remember them being actually a live game so far this season. But you obviously get access to all of them.
Yeah. But, I don't know if I watched them this week.
They do that whole dominate possession, bit like Man City basically. Play a bit like Man City. Try and pass their way to a goal and stuff. So, but obviously the way things have been going, it's probably been quite entertaining just watching them get battered everywhere.
Well, they could get away with it in the Championship. They're not getting away with it up here.
Yeah, well, then they go and beat Everton 1-0. But Everton was the Luton's first win of the season last year. Yeah, Everton was Luton's first win last year. So, they are the team.
Everton is a coin flip.
They can't score goals because they've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who doesn't score goals, unfortunately. He used to score goals, not anymore. And Dwight McNeil, yeah, he's on the chopping block as well. So he's been in my team for 3 weeks, done fuck all.
That means he's about to deliver. Don't do it.
Nah. Wait, the big thing is Haaland, isn't it? You still got Haaland?
He's going to deliver this week. Yeah, this week, man.
Loads of people have shipped him out. He's dropped in value. I'm like, this is the fucking week.
This
is the week where it pays off having Haaland. It's got to be because it's been 4 or 5 weeks with just shit.
Dude, he's not going to just not ever score again, right?
Well, that's like I listened to my man Julien Laurent. He's everywhere if you listen to football or watch football in this country and in America. He does ESPN in the States. He's it's still like, he hasn't scored for 4 weeks, but he's probably still going to score 30 goals this season. It's just like, can you afford not to have him still? I don't know. When he scores a hat trick, and it'd be like, everyone's like, fuck, who's got rid of him? But he's a lot of money. He needs to be scoring some goals.
Yep. He's absolutely, completely upset my fantasy for the second year running.
Yeah. If he got injured, it would be a blessing for us playing
For
FPL.
everyone, really, it would simplify.
But
a
not
lot.
for him, obviously, because that would be a bit shit for him. But like, there's no alternative to him for City up front. There's no one. They've got no strikers other than him. Because they sold Alvarez to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I'm surprised they sold him, but there you go.
But yeah, and then didn't get anyone else. Like I don't know of any youngsters. Like they were producing shitloads of amazing youngsters. Obviously, Cole Palmer being one of them, who's fucked off to Chelsea. They've got so many, they don't even fucking need to keep the really good one. So I don't know of their striker that they've got coming through from the academy, but they're bringing in like loads of kids everywhere, all over the pitch, and they all look fucking good. I don't know. What else is there to say? What else? Tottenham
don't
fucking
know.
smashed Aston Villa 4-1. That was a bit of out of the blue.
Yeah, give him right old big punch in the nose. They did.
Solanke got a hat trick.
Yep.
Was it a hat trick? Wasn't it?
No, he only got 2, I think.
Oh, was it 2? I don't know. Yeah, he scored anyway. He ain't scored on a fuck all for weeks. People just got rid of him and then he scores.
Yeah, he
more
got
than
an
one
assist
goal.
as well.
He was the biggest point scorer of the week, 16 points. So that was the man to have last week. Chris Woods continues to fucking score goals for Forest. Fuck it. Ola Aina, he's apparently plays for Nigeria. And I heard him speak, and I was like, he doesn't sound fucking Nigerian to me. Sounds like he's as English as they come.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a mate of mine's from Nigeria, and he sounds as English as they come.
Yeah. But he sounded pretty sound, to be fair. I don't really like Forest, obviously, but he sounded pretty cool. A good lad. And yeah, he got 15 points in defence last week, got a clean sheet, scored. I think he got all the bonus as well. So yeah, Forest. Fuck. What is going on there? They've got to fucking start losing soon. Every time I look at it, I'm like, they've played all the shit teams. Played all the teams down the bottom. And then they finally, like, last week was the one where, like, oh, well, these aren't absolute shit. But they still fucking won 3-0. Fuck's sake. Bless them.
Right. Head to head.
Oh, yeah, head to head. Oh, fucking. Somehow I'm not fucking bottom in the head to head. I'm still third, bizarrely. But yeah, Elusive Man has joined me on third. We drew the other week. That's why we're on the 19 points.
Yeah.
David Kinzit, 27 points, top of the league. 9 wins, 1 defeat. Will Barkley, who slumped down the league, but has managed to continue kicking arse in the head-to-head. He's at 1-8, lost 2. 124. Loads of teams. 5 on 18. I've sorted the thing out so you can see the points on the screen now if you're watching. 3 on 15. The bottom score is 9 points, so everyone's got at least 3 wins, which is good. Like the teams at the bottom. Look, Kev, I don't know how he wins because it's just every week he takes a massive fucking points hit. It was like -8 last week. He did a -20 or something stupid one week.
He doesn't mind, does he?
Yeah, he's forgotten how to press the wildcard button, apparently. But, he's doing all right. There's still bottom in the head-to-head. But, he's got some wins. 4 teams on 9 points, Dave. You're going to be bottom again. You're not careful.
I know.
Daisy Reed's picked up because she's got Captain Solanke. If he continues scoring, you're in big trouble. Unless you get Solanke in.
Didn't.
I lost last week. Matt Arnold won by 2 points. That was close.
I lost to Pilch.
Yeah. Weird. I'm surprised he didn't mention it.
He did.
Repeatedly.
Luciano beat Lewis in the Battle of the Yanks. Or one of those Battles of the Yanks. You could say that was the Forest fans, but it's fucking like far too many Forest fans in this league. Yeah, you lost to Pilch. Daisy smashed it. I think she got the biggest win. So she won by 39 points and I lost by 37 points. Something stupid and all fucking crazy. Anyway.
Football
it
shit.
Is what it is. I don't know if I'm doing any transfers this week. I've got 2 2 free transfers to spend.
Did I
Then-
turf anyone?
We've got this week, and then it's international break after this week. So
Oh,
it might be worth holding on to in case loads of players get
I
injured.
finally turfed Thomas Partey.
Oh, good.
I brought in Semenyo instead
Oh, what, last week or this week?
this week.
Okay. I was going to say last week that would have been a great move
Yeah,
because Semenyo scored.
yeah, he looked really good. So,
He's looked good most of the season. But I quite fancy that Evan Nilsson guy up front. Get rid of Ollie
I've got him
Watkins.
already. I had him on the bench. I don't know. This mad person inside me went, he probably won't score against Man City.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know, do you?
Fuck's sake.
At least you didn't have 23 points on the bench, eh?
No, only 12.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on then to the listener stuff. Not what we've been playing. That's later. Well, later. Listener stuff. Mint Safe says, how does Fraser feel about Lance Stroll as a fellow Canadian? I didn't know who Lance Stroll was, so I had to go look it up. Yes,
How do you feel
he's a
about him
racing
now?
car. Well, I mean, great that Canada has a representative in Formula One. Fantastic. He's the son of a billionaire. So
Who happens to
you
run
know,
the Formula One team?
He's done all right for
so, I
himself,
mean,
considering his parentage and everything. So
yeah, I mean, you know what? I don't think about sons of billionaires as much as I probably
Should
should. I guess I don't know. I don't want to, but if he's up there on ability and he's got the ability, fair play to him.
Is he though?
yeah,
I don't know. Who is
I
he?
think
I
he's
don't have
obviously
to...
competent. I think
Oh yes.
if they really wanted to win things, he wouldn't be there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's nepotism for you.
Tis true.
He could have a
No.
place at one of the thing is that even the lower teams have got like outstanding drivers now. So
Yeah. Well, you guys are the experts on that, not me.
next year it's
Anyway.
like lots of shake up next season, lots of drivers moving, loads of new drivers. Sort of like shaping up to be
Different new cars.
Season. Not new
Like
cars
completely-
next year, is it? What was the year after? Proper new ones.
No, I thought it was completely different cars. I
Hmm.
thought the rules were for 2025.
Is it? I thought it was 26 when they change again.
Oh, I don't know.
Who cares?
Sort it out.
Honestly,
But there's lots of change next year. At least with the drivers. Like this year there's hardly any changes. But yeah.
yes, because
Well,
Max Verstappen still wins everything.
The sooner Lance Stroll can win the drivers' championship, better. Is he going to do that?
Well, I don't know. Aston Martin have signed one of the best designers in Formula One history, so who knows? If he's still there in 2 years' time, maybe.
If his dad still owns it. All right.
He will be.
Thank you, Mint Safe. Master Blackthorn says, "Hi, chaps." Okay, I'm gonna just try and make sure I read this right. What's your opinion on the PS5 Pro launch? I think it's a disappointment compared to the PS4 Pro, which was over 100% more powerful than the regular PS4. Now he's going into teraflops here, so he's saying the regular PS4 was 4.2. Sorry, the regular PS4 was 1.8 teraflops, and the PS4 Pro was 4.2. Right, so well over
That's a big
1,000, well over 100%,
Yeah.
and priced at £399. He says it seems like a steal now. The rumored 3 times more powerful than regular PS5 turned out to be completely wrong, as it's only 65% more powerful. And we have another teraflop number here. 16.7 teraflops compared to 10.5. So only an increase of about 60%, like he says, 65%. But they are asking for an eye-watering £699 compared to the £399 that the PS4 Pro launched. So that's a big
PS5
jump.
is obviously more expensive than a PS4, though.
Okay, good point. Yep, hold that
The
point.
PS5 is actually
Yeah.
more expensive than the PS4 Pro. So when it launched, so there you go.
Do you think?
450 or something in it for a PS5.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, is the ignoring inflation, like if we were just dealing in Mars bars, would a PS4 Pro have cost? If a PS4 Pro cost 10 Mars bars, if PS4 cost 10 Mars bars, does a PS5 cost 10 Mars bars? Right? You know what I'm saying by that, right? Like, take out inflation, are they like comparatively, or did the PS5
PS5's
get
definitely
released
more
as
expensive.
definitely more expensive?
I don't know
bigger,
about. It wasn't
heavier
much
machine?
more expensive. I can't
No,
remember.
but
There was
more.
the PS4 for $399 when it first launched, and it went down.
I don't know.
I feel like that might have been the deal, and it went. It was like £100 extra for the PS4 Pro, was it? At the time when
Not
it actually
sure.
launched. I can't remember.
Don't know.
Didn't
Don't
buy a
know. We
PS4
need.
Pro.
No, we're talking about things we don't know. I'm sure it's going to be a nice upgrade if you're looking at your PS5 games and noticing low resolution and frame rates. But I think Sony having no competition from Xbox meant they didn't have to try as hard and could sell it for more, because what other choice do people have for an upgraded console? Sorry about the essay, but no one else will talk to me. Tatty bye for now.
So, I don't know. I'm on the opinion that I wouldn't be surprised if people who had a PS5 looked at the PS5 Pro and went, "I'll get an Xbox," and get an Xbox for less money, a Series X, have a different range of games to play with Game
Many
Pass.
though.
No,
Play
no,
Forza.
but Game Pass is such a
Yeah, well, it's not that
a
different
good
to the
value
PS
for money.
Plus now. I don't think, apart from the day one big releases or whatever you might want to call them, big releases. What would we just
Yeah.
have? Oh, Call of Duty. Game
Call of
opening.
Duty.
Pretty
Yeah, yeah, the biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a forum with a lot of guys who are absolutely all over it and loving it and
Right.
whatnot.
What, they've got PS5 Pros?
They've got
Or-
PS5 Pros. Yeah, loads of them. They're all in their top.
But did
they're
they
all
have
being received-
PS5s?
Yeah, they all have PS5s, and PS5 Pros are landing this week. A load of them have
Yeah, they came out
been,
yesterday, didn't they?
been commenting or whatever,
Right.
and they love it, as far as
Do
I
they?
can tell.
Okay.
Well, they're
yeah,
Sony
yeah, you know.
ponies, aren't they? Obviously.
They're not, but I don't think they're necessarily. It's not necessarily that they're Sony ponies. It's just that these guys want to see the best that there is. Right?
Well, they don't have
They want-
PCs now.
No, a lot of people don't.
Wow.
Still,
They
right?
obviously don't really
No.
want to see the best, do they?
They want to see the best of a console,
Yeah, right. Okay.
and they're very excited about it too. Like I
Good for them.
couldn't give two hoots about it.
I'm not
right?
getting a
But
PS5 Pro because
It's,
give it 2 years, there'll be a PS6.
Yeah,
Fuck knows
know,
how
if
much
that-
that's going to cost.
yeah. I mean, it seems very expensive for what seems to me to be.
If you haven't got a
game.
PS5, and
Yeah.
if you hadn't bought a PS5 before now, maybe you go, fuck it, I'll just spend the extra 200 quid and get a Pro. Or 150.
Look, it's all going to
whatever
come
it is.
down to how much do you want it and how much money have you got, right? I
Actually,
mean,
it's 250. It's quite a lot more, isn't it? It's fucking loads
It's
more.
expensive, like it really is. But you know, some people are all over it. I mean,
Does that come with a disc drive? That doesn't come with a disc drive. I don't know.
no, disc drive's extra.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money in it for a
Yeah.
console.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
what does this mean for PS6? That's the thing, isn't it? It's like if they sell enough of these, everyone's like, they're like, fine, great. Guess how much the PlayStation 6 is going to cost? £700.
I don't think that will happen though. I think the PS4 Pro ended up accounting for like 10% of sales, right? The PS4 line. I'm sure the PS5 is going to be the same. It's
But
going to
then
be
they
sold-
launched the PS5 at the PS4 Pro, but more than the PS4 Pro. So
Yeah, we'll see.
£800 PS6.
I think it's very interesting what he says in the last paragraph there about you know,
no
Xbox is
competition.
basically shit the bed. So
Yeah, but what have
can
they
they-
done wrong?
who?
Xbox.
Xbox.
What have they done wrong? Other than what? What have they done?
They just haven't. I don't know.
There's loads of fucking first
weird.
party games now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Indiana
We have to
Jones
have
is
that
out next
discussion
week, yeah?
now. The discussion is too heavy for me now. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
That belongs
Why
on a
did
gaming
no one?
podcast.
Why did no one buy? Loads of people bought the Series S, the cheaper one, because it
Yeah,
was an
and then
easy.
when-
It's like fuck it, it's so cheap. I can just buy it for my kid for their bedroom, and I don't have to really think about it. Buy Game Pass on top, lovely jubbly, and it's like fucking 250 quid for an S.
I don't know. I mean, like, That's why I bought one. Right, this is a good price machine. It runs almost anything that the Xbox is going to throw at it anyway. So what's the big deal?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is going online now, so actually the console doesn't really matter. So as long as you've got a good internet connection, like all the hard work is being done offshore.
I'm not convinced that's actually going to take off.
Thing is, things can change quickly, right? We see a massive economic downturn. Who do you think is going to suffer first? Xbox Series S's or PS5 Pros? I mean, PS5 Pro. There's,
Yeah.
who knows which
Be
way.
interesting
things
to
can
see what
happen.
the next Xbox is actually called.
I think they can come out.
Oh, yeah. That's a Xbox Z.
Fucking whatever. It's just going to be called
Ah, right. This has got to be
Xbox. Fuck it.
a
Xbox. Fuck it. That's what they're going to call it.
Xbox last throw of the dice.
Xbox Ultimate. There you go.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know. All right, okay, let's move on from that because that could just gone for hours.
thanks for that question.
Yeah, thank you, Master Blackthorn. Much appreciated. Pilch says he's got straight to the point here. Frosties or Sugar Puffs?
Sugar Puffs.
Sugar
Frosties.
Puffs.
Freaks.
Peas or runner beans?
Ease?
Peas.
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 Oh.
Peas
As
or
in,
runner
as
beans?
in petit pois.
Petit pois.
Pingers or runner beans? Peas.
It depends. It depends what they're with. Peas 9 times out of 10.
It says
but
peas or runner beans, Dave. Stop making it complicated.
Peas then.
Nice
peas.
fresh runner beans with a nice white sauce on a nice roast dinner cannot be
White
beat.
sauce.
though.
What are you
Fried
fucking
with a
talking
bit of
about,
garlic and
white
butter.
sauce?
You never
Fried,
had a white
runner,
sauce, like a
runner
white
beans.
sauce?
Runner
Fried
beans?
garlic.
Runner beans?
Bit of onion. Yeah,
You're not talking about green beans.
runner beans.
Runner beans.
Runner beans are the long ones that you cut in bits because otherwise they're fucking disgusting.
No,
Yeah,
you got to catch them before they go tough. Yeah.
yeah. You can't have them like 6 months old and like
No.
massive. Like yeah, you don't shell them or anything. You just cut them up and yeah, really nice.
And
I
eat
wouldn't
'em.
put runner beans, fry runner beans. You fry green beans in garlic and
You,
stuff.
you can fry runner beans.
Not having that.
I've never had fried runner beans, but
Not
I'm not
having
saying
that.
you can't.
But
Been a
anyway,
while.
my answer was peas. My answer
Yeah, I
was
like peas.
because
I've always
9
loved
times out of
peas.
10, the
Peas,
option
peas.
is peas.
I do
Pork
like
chop
runner
or lamb
beans.
chop?
Lambs.
Pork chop or
Lamb's
pork
chops.
chop or lamb? I'm
Go
going to
say it
talk
again.
now. Hang on, I'm going to talk. We have to say
Lamb chops.
over every time.
Yeah.
No, we have to say over every time. Pork chops or
Lamb's
lamb
chop.
chops? Over.
Pork.
Lamb.
I like a good porking.
Oh, lamb chop. From Tayabs.
Yeah, that's what I went for in my head.
Tayabs?
Yeah, the restaurant we went to twice.
Did you not have the lamb
Yeah.
chops, Dave?
I did have the lamb chops. Yeah, they
Not
were
impressed
very
with
nice.
you. They were great.
No, I'm thinking at home. Like what?
I still prefer lamb chops. I made my own tandoori lamb chops at home and they were fucking awesome.
All right.
Can't do tandoori
thanks
pork
for that.
chops, can you? That's not right. That's wrong.
You could know.
You don't have curried pork, do you?
I do, but don't tell anyone. All right.
Pilch is asking a question in the chat.
Oh, jeez.
He says, do they do
What now?
pasties in that pub?
Oh.
I'm assuming he's talking about my pub.
No.
Oh.
All right, Pilch. Thank you for the quiz there. I guess.
Fraser's thinking about THC pasties.
Pasties. THC pasties. What's that?
Have you never heard of gummies called pasties?
Pasties?
Pasties. No.
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 Do you lace your Cornish with a bit of THC? Correctus answers are Frosties, beans, and pork.
Oh my god, you're going to talk over
Pilch
me all
says,
day.
Pilch in the chat.
Fucking hell.
We've got it wrong. We got the quiz wrong. He says correct answer was with Frosties, beans, and pork.
Well, no.
He's wrong.
Let's move exactly. Let's move on then to what we've been doing. All right.
Fuck
Nobody's filled anything in. Anybody got
Working.
anything? Because I can start. I got two things.
Birthday parties?
Go on.
First of all, I've been enjoying the Penguin, very much so.
Uh-huh.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been looking at that, thinking about starting to watch it.
Yeah, I really like it. I think typical of a series. There's a couple of dips in it where you just go, well, I don't really like that episode. Like there's one where it concentrates on somebody else, and you're like, that's a
Right.
bit boring. But
Is it Batman?
but generally the bad girl in it or whatever, I've
Bad girl.
really grown. Yeah, there's like a character who's
Is she bad?
in it. She's like she's
We
become
know
a
who
really
this
good
bad girl
character.
is.
What's
Is
her
she
name? Sophia Falcone. So she's
Okay.
Carmine Falcone's daughter. Carmine Falcone
He's a bad man.
was the guy who
Did he get Batman's parents killed?
no. Well, I don't know. So so as far as I can tell, Carmine Falcone was in Dark Knight, The Dark Knight, and he was the guy who set up Harvey Dent to get caught in the fire. So he was the guy who was in the.
He
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
a nasty
He's a
piece of
mob
work.
boss anyway, right? One of the mob bosses or whatever. Anyway, they're all connected anyway. Whatever. I'm going a little bit deeper than I have before. Anyway, my point is that I'm enjoying the Penguin, and it set me up for the getting into the atmosphere of it. It took me a little bit, but I'm into it. I decided to rewatch The Batman, right, the latest Batman movie with
Oh.
Robert. What's his face?
Pattinson.
Yeah, so it's good because it's all connected, right? So
Is it?
he's Penguin's in that, yeah, and it's all
That's-
set. That's all
What,
set
the
around
same
the same.
as in Colin Farrell playing Penguin is in
Yeah.
the Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all related, right? So I'm watching that alongside that at the moment, which is good. And then the other thing, I bought an air compressor yesterday.
What?
I wanted another air compressor.
Why?
My air compressor is not great. Well, my air compressor isn't.
What do you need a
I've been
fucking air
looking-
compressor for?
I'm always using my air compressor, mostly to pump up car tires, but I blow things around with my little attachments. I was blowing leaves out of the
You roll
engine bay of
a
my
little
car
paper
today.
ball up and blow it around the table and pretend
know,
you're fucking messy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
There's probably
Anyway,
a better pun on a
So
blowy
anyway-
named footballer.
The point is, I emailed the guy. I'm like, compressor, good price. I'll take it. And I emailed him. He goes, I'll meet you at this car park or whatever like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. It's not unusual, but whatever. And I said, look, that's okay. But I said, can you just confirm that like this compressor shuts off, right? Like the top, the high pressure cutout works on it. He's like, yeah, it works. It's fine. I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a video of it working when I get home. And I was like, nah, if you're going to do that, that's fine. I'll just take your word for it. Fucking got it off him and it doesn't do it. I'm like, fuck. And I'm just at that point where normally I would, call the guy. I honestly can't be fucked to chase him down over it. Like it's still, I can use it. It just doesn't work exactly how I would have liked it. It's not
I
perfect.
don't really know what you mean.
Exactly, you don't. I'm deep into compressor stuff here now. Well beyond. Well, we do not have time for me to dig deep onto this, right?
You could start a new podcast. Maybe you get the other Seal podcast guy in. He
Who's
might.
the other
He
Seal
want the Seal podcast guy, the whatever you found. Maybe he wants to talk about air compressors. He was into
Maybe.
weird things.
I don't want to be friends with him. So anyway, yeah, it was just interesting. I sort of made the purchase, and I just can't be bothered to chase the guy down for it. I'm sure he'd probably be all right about it if I said something as well. But so anyway, but I've reconciled with it because it
Was
does
he a
still
big
work.
lad? When you met him, was he big?
No.
Did you
No.
go, fuck it, I'm not that, I'm not messing with him?
No, I didn't. And I'm getting too old to be scared of people now. But I can still use it, right? And the other thing now is I also went deep dove into air, because one of the things I was worried about is my old compressor. Not only does the high pressure cutout not work on it, it's actually really old, right? And so I was worried
Is
about
it
the tank
dangerous?
integrity. Exploding tanks, if their integrity goes
Don't
through
sound good.
rust, right? So basically, what happens is they accumulate water, they rust on the inside, and then they fail.
Catastrophically fail.
Well, the funny thing is, like all the pressures I'm working at are around about 115 psi, and everywhere I read, people were just like, "It doesn't catastrophically fail. You may get like a pinhole leak, and it'll go, psst, and that's it, right?" And fucking just don't worry about it.
But
So,
it may sound
I'm
like you're
not
doing
worried.
a constant squealy fart for a little while.
So
There's a
I've-
small
so-
hole that appears.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so what I've done now is I've moved away from, oh shit, my compressor's a life-threatening device, I better get another one, to now I've got, well, that compressor doesn't work completely. and that compressor doesn't work completely. But now I have a plan to put these two compressors together to build a super compressor. And I'm now going into, so now I am going to actually build the device that kills me. So that's my plan anyway.
Is this related to watching Batman and making devices like this?
No, it's just
It's
me
like-
tinkering again. I just like to tinker.
You're going to
So-
make a bomb launcher from Cunt Showdown or something.
I don't want to get into too high pressures. I think the main thing I have to do is just to make sure that I'm not working with too high pressures. And the safety valves work on both the compressors, so I'm fine. So anyway, that's a nerdy end of, I'm not talking about it anymore. That's it. So
I won't ask you any more questions.
you feel free. I don't mind.
No, it's
but I'm
fine.
not gonna
We'll take it
volunteer,
offline.
so, before I bore people. Yes, we'll talk about it tonight
No, we won't.
in the bayou. And as a side note as well, I would just like to say I'm also wrestling with the concepts of hot and cold right now. Right? And
As in
here's my
external temperatures.
Well, if you say to somebody, like, say, is that tea hot? Right? Is it hot? I don't know. Like,
Are you
hot
just
has to be
becoming all pedantic in your old age?
Well, sort of, because it just becomes a relative concept, doesn't it? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's only hot compared to something else, right? Nothing can be like everything.
At what
So
point
here's the
is
thing,
the
right?
definition of hot? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just trying. I'm as I said.
I say anything above
I'm
50 degrees
right?
centigrade starts getting hot.
Is it?
I don't know. If you
I mean,
put your hand in
everything
it,
has
it
heat.
fucking feels quite hot.
Is that why we're measuring stuff then? If it's hot to us, because everything has temperature, right? So everything has a heat.
Okay.
So
Do you not feel hot at 50 degrees? It's fucking hot.
But
well,
that's
no,
fucking...
well, that's what I'm saying, right? How are you using? What's your benchmark for it, right? An ice cube is hot compared to liquid nitrogen.
Compared to outer space, yeah. But I'm not in outer space.
Okay,
I'm on planet
then,
Earth, and it's a temperate
It's the same. It's the same with
10
speed
to 20 degrees
and,
centigrade, approximately.
But yeah, speed and age relative. You know,
Of course.
like what's old to me is not old to my daughter. Well, I'm old to my daughter. I'm not old to me.
Are you old then?
Yeah.
To my daughter, I am. I'm not.
Right,
I'm
that's
not
what-
a
but that's
million
what I-
years old.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So if somebody says to you, if somebody says Dave is old, well,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily true, is it?
No, it's
Not
relative.
to me, it's not.
It's relative, right? So
He's
that's
young.
basically that. Anyway, Dave's got it. That's the whole point of my head. Just fucking is just trying
I
to.
think, were
wrestle
you
with that.
stoned when you started thinking about this?
Absolutely.
How fucking stoned were you when you were like started to discuss this with yourself?
Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie, but what happens a lot?
Did you
so I
have a
work in-
THC pasty?
No.
It was just
Problem is-
just THC in the pasty. There was nothing,
didn't have
no
a
meat, no
THC pasty,
potatoes, just pure
The
THC.
problem is my job all the time. My job involves heat and cooling, right? So I'm always thinking about heat and cooling. Like when I make a cup of tea, my head is a fucking mess, right? Because I'm always thinking about heat transfer out of things and keeping things hot the longest or whatever. Like that's fucking. I just live that world in my head right now.
You haven't got
Sure
a
that other
thermal
people.
thermal mug, have you? Thermal to keep
No,
things
because I
warm.
already know it's fucking pointless, right? I've already wrestled with that in my
Mm.
head. Don't worry, I've given it some thought. But like, here's the other thing I was thinking, right? Like I've been watching loads and loads of cop videos recently, right? Where they stop all the stop, where they
Are they
stop
hot
someone on the
cops?
side. Hot? Are you bad cops? And then I was thinking, right? If you're a cop, well, I was even just from me watching all these videos. I watched them with something the other day. I think it was bad. I think it might have been the Penguin or something. I don't know.
It
and the
wasn't cop
police-
videos.
The police did something, and I was like, they can't do that. They have to. They can't just do that. They have to identify themselves or whatever. Like, or have what. And so, I'm like, well, I know it's just a movie, right?
That always
was like,
winds my missus up. She's
so
watching her TV and FBI dramas, and they're like fucking miles away from someone, and they go, "Stop, FBI!" And it's like, why have you fucking yelled it when you're 100 yards away, you twat? Wait till you're 10 yards away.
Right now, you've given them notice. That
No,
they're
they
gonna-
fucking run away, haven't they?
Well,
Happens
I was
every fucking
wondering, right,
time.
If you're a policeman, it's basically watching movies like an absolute nightmare, right?
Mm.
Because you must, every time there's any interaction with the police in a movie, which is almost everything, surely they must always be
bollocks.
taken out of. Yeah, they could just be sitting there watching the movie and enjoying it and immersed in it, and then suddenly something rips you out of it, and you go, "That's fucking bollocks,"
Yeah.
right?
Doesn't happen to me very often, I can assure you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Oh, It's been a wild week, apparently.
Hasn't it?
Or, were you here last week? I can't remember. Who was here last week? No, you weren't here last week.
I was not here last week. No.
Yeah. This is what happens when you have a week off. It's dangerous. Bad for your health. Bad for your mental health.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm still using my brain, so it's okay. Dave's filled something in here.
I'll put something in. I've watched the Only Murders in the Building season 4
That's the latest one, is it?
with Martin Short,
Steve
and
Martin.
Steve Martin, and the woman that's a
Selena
billionaire.
Gomez?
Selena Gomez. She's like a billionaire.
Why is she a billionaire? Just from this TV show?
No, just because she fucking does everything. Apparently.
Was she a Disney kid?
Probably.
Don't know.
I don't know. Like Ariana Grande was a Disney, well, whatever. Was she a
Yeah.
Nickelodeon kid or a Disney? I can't remember.
Does she have a
Dunno.
clothing line or something like that?
Fuck
Or-
no.
Well, she probably does everything. She probably makeup.
I don't think you become a billionaire just by doing movies, right?
No.
I think
Nah,
Seems unlikely.
Singing and touring.
You have to be a
and
bit of a
stuff,
shithead, I think. Somewhere
probably
along the line.
paper billionaire.
But yeah, like it's yeah. Like I don't know if you've watched it. Any of the
No.
Murders in the Building.
Well, it's been a while. I watched the first series all the way through, and I think I didn't nope out, but I just stopped watching it when my subscription ran out.
it's
I
the
think.
same.
Yeah,
Didn't hold me.
I really enjoy it. Well, we really enjoy it as
My
a
wife loved it.
as a group watching.
I really like the
missus.
first series. I like that. That was good. It was funny.
Yeah,
And
it is as long as it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's two
something
old
with
guys
Steve Martin
and
is
a,
not too serious. What?
yeah. But like they kind of know that as well because they present it as a podcast and it's all formatted as
It's
a podcast.
properly hammed up.
Yeah,
podcast stuff,
yeah. And this latest season, like they're actually making a movie about the podcast while there's
More
a
murders.
murder. Yeah, and they've got people coming in a movie playing them.
All right, okay.
It is funny. It's really
And
good.
comedy
like,
ensues.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, well, enjoyed it. I finished it.
I need to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to get some value.
Yeah.
We've got Disney Plus for a little while yet, and I haven't watched anything apart from Alien. I watched Alien, and that's the only thing I've watched on Disney
Romulus.
Plus. While we've no. Well, I saw
Oh, right.
that's exclusively streaming on Hulu or something. Is that coming to the UK on a different service, or are we going to have to
Don't know.
fucking wait?
It's on Sky. It's on Sky
You
at the
can
moment,
buy-
but it's on
you can
Sky
buy
Best
it.
Showcase.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Yeah.
Digitally. It's
Yeah.
not on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever until December. But yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
You should
That's
watch
that.
Scream Queens on
Should
Disney.
I? Is that a
Yeah,
documentary about?
No.
Oh, is it on one of the non-Disney channels on Disney?
The series.
S-
I enjoyed
Scream.
it. My daughter made
Queens.
me watch it. I enjoyed it. I hate to say it.
I probably won't watch it.
No, you won't. All right. What else? Dave, one more thing on there?
Yeah, bonfire night.
Yeah.
Yeah, went bonfire night in the UK.
Well, actually, on the
And-
5th. Did you go out on the 5th or nothing, or did you go
on
at
the
the
5th.
weekend?
Well, actually, I went out on the Saturday night in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a local thing. Yeah, most things were either Friday, Saturday, or Tuesday.
You go with your daughter.
No, she went out with her mates.
Lame.
And, well, she's that
You
age
went
now.
out-
She's 14.
No, you.
Oh,
Out with
me?
your missus.
You're lame.
Lame. She don't want to
My-
go with you.
My son
old
keeps
man.
asking me. He keeps going, "Why are there fireworks going off?" I'm like, "On the whenever it was. When was the 5th? Whenever that was." He said, "Why are there
Tuesday.
fireworks going off?" I was like, "It's bonfire night, Adam." He was like, he just looked at me like, "What the fuck are you on about?" Like,
Fuck's sake.
Where are their heads these days?
Honestly.
fucking, I don't know. He's got his GCSEs this year. It's very weird.
I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, we had Halloween, so that was fun. I did not get a chance to set everything out like I had hoped for. I just
Are
got
you
to
going
visit.
on about how you're
Oh.
going to have the smoke machine out? And all that shit?
Yeah, it was on a. Was it the Friday or the Thursday. I can't remember what it was. I think it was the Thursday, and I just couldn't. I
Didn't
just
be
didn't. I ran. I
arsed.
just didn't. No, I could be arsed. I just didn't have time. So, yeah, it was all right. Busy round here. Lots of kids.
We didn't get knocked on our door. I feel like I
No.
went out. Oh, we went to the pub quiz on. It was a Thursday because we went pub quiz.
Anyway. So was the bonfire night good, Dave?
Yeah, I had a hot dog.
Was there some bangs and some
There
whizzes?
was a few bangs and a few
Some
a
whooshes.
few sparklers.
Was there lots of people going, oh?
A few crates and other bits, and I think just like general rubbish.
Oh, we had an
St.
actual
John's
bonfire.
ambulance. St. John's ambulance there.
Nah, it's only a local thing. It's only small.
Oh.
But yeah,
you
like
have-
all the
A real person getting burned at the station.
Any kids
no,
picking up sparklers at the wrong end?
no. Well, I was telling. I sound old doing this, but I remember an effigy of Guy Fawkes being thrown on the bonfire. And normally people. Does anybody remember a penny for the guy?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Well, I
much
don't-
everybody in England, I'm sure.
Right. So penny for the guy. Like, I was explaining this. Actually,
That was
to my wife as
basically
well.
robbing people, was it?
You had
No.
to explain it to your wife?
Yeah, that
Really?
you dressed up a you
Yeah.
It was like you got like a Wurzel Gummidge and
an
burned
effigy, yeah, an effigy, and you wheeled it around on a wheelbarrow and said penny for the guy, and people chucked money in the wheelbarrow.
Well, what did you do with the money?
Well, you spent it on fags or booze, or you was 12 or
Drugs.
13 at the time. Yeah, why not?
Heroin.
Well, no. I think at that point it was Squidgy
Easy.
Black.
He didn't grow up in the he didn't grow up in the buzz.
But yeah, that's that was the thing. But they don't remember that, or
No
it
one
didn't
does that
happen in
anymore.
their areas.
It's like,
No one does it.
No,
No.
but you
I
know
paid
what?
for a
It's
poppy
not
the other
even-
day. I used my Apple Pay on my phone. I was like, it's a good job we got one of these, mate, because no one's ever got any cash anymore.
But isn't it concerning? Like, it's not the fact that you even just have to remember it. I mean, you should just know about that, shouldn't you? I mean, it's just a part of British sort of
What?
culture. Isn't
Guy
it,
Fawkes.
right?
Yeah.
It's history, isn't it? You
Yeah.
learned it in history. Surely they
Yeah,
didn't
but I mean,
mention
the
it.
penny for the
Well,
guys.
not
the
No,
not
guys
no
only
one
that
does
history,
that.
but
penny for the
actually
guy, I mean,
living in society and
No one does
and
that shit anymore.
experiencing it.
We're just getting old.
No
aren't
one
we?
talks
We
to
really
people
are.
in face to face anymore. What are you talking about, you weirdos?
I might just do that next year myself.
I'll come with
Dress
you.
up as Guy
Yeah.
Fawkes and get burnt.
No. Get rid of some old clothes, stuff them full of
and then just spend all the money on heroin.
and spend all the money on booze and heroin. Yeah, why not?
You only live once.
Yeah. So I don't know. I liked it, but to be honest, like the fireworks went off for about 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. Bang on 7 o'clock, fireworks. Like 95% of the people left. Like as soon as the fireworks finished.
Razor's getting work
well,
emails, I reckon.
Oh, fuck. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Just like.
Anyway. All right. We done bonfire night. Now
Yeah.
I've been distracted by work emails. God damn
Yeah.
it. All right.
His
Let's move
blood
on
pressure.
then
You
to-
can see that vein appeared. It appeared from
Oh,
nowhere.
My God, just people just are relentless. Okay. What have we been playing then? I have nothing on here, so I'll let you guys crack on with it then.
Well,
shall
while you
I?
do some
Oh,
work.
you must have something.
Yeah. While I send this email that I need to send.
Right, well, we've got one game that we both played. I only played for
Kinda.
about 20 minutes, maybe. How much did you play of Metal Gear? No, not
Oh!
Metal Gear. Metal Slug Tactics.
Metal Slug Tactics. I played half hour, 45 minutes of it.
Did you get much further than the sort of tutorial?
Yes.
Because I did not. Not that it was bad.
Okay.
I just didn't play anything. I was like, I'll have to come back to this because I wasn't. It was late when I was playing. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. So Metal Slug Tactics.
Keep saying Metal Gear
is-
as well every time you think about it. It's like that's not Metal
Yes.
Gear.
Yeah. It's Metal Slug.
Metal Slug. Remember the old? It was an SNK Neo Geo thing, wasn't it? I remember
Yes.
from way back.
Yeah. Like on the arcades and.
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah,
console game. It was only available on Neo Geo, as I recall, when we were
Mm.
kids, when I was young, because no other console could handle it.
No.
And it was like a 2D slide on, scrolling, shoot.
Talking about expensive
Yeah.
consoles. That
Yeah.
for that time, that was ridiculously
Wasn't that just an
expensive.
import only job? I don't know if it's
I don't
expensive
know.
because you could only import it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So anyway, Metal Slug Tactics is a slightly different spin on the Metal Slug genre. Well,
Yeah.
what do you call them? It's like a not a
IP.
trademark. Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
So it's turned into a tactics game, a turn-based isometric tactics game, which is
Yeah.
still obviously Metal Slug visually.
Yeah.
But it's now isometric, so it's kind of 3D instead of 2D. And I only played through the introduction tutorial, basically. And it was like a pretty standard tactics game. You've got a movement point, like XCOM kind of thing. You move, and then you get an action to spend. But the thing with the twist with this one was, the more you move, the more dodge you build up, and
inspiration and dodge.
So you're less likely to get hit, and you're on their turn. The more you've moved on your turn.
Yeah,
so,
and you can spend the inspiration on special moves.
Yeah.
For harder hitting or different weaponry,
sort of secondary weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks interesting. It's obviously Metal Slug, if you know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But,
I got halfway through this first campaign, so I did like 5 or 6 different maps and done a few different missions. What was really weird, and it was counterintuitive to how I play, is it doesn't matter if you lose characters or if characters get KO'd during a map, because like they still get the same experience and there's no consequence.
it's just
and
you
also,
can't use them during that mission.
You can't use them during that mission once they've been KO'd. But also, you don't have to kill every enemy on the map. Like, you just have to do the objective, and if the objective is to kill a specific
the captain or whatever,
the captain, like you just mainline doing that, and it doesn't matter if you get hit or if you lose a character or two, as long as you kill that one specific character on the enemy team, you've finished it. You've done it, and then you get all the experience and you get all the bonuses, and there's no like
no
you're
penalty.
not incentivized. No, that's it. You're not penalized for having your characters killed, and that did throw me a little bit on the actual playing of it. It's good, because
it's not going for that, is it?
No,
obviously.
I don't know.
There was
I enjoyed it. I'm probably going to play more of it.
Yeah, I reckon I'll go and have another go at it. Because, like I say, I literally play through. There was a thing where, well, all the attacks that I've found during the tutorial, I can only go like sort of straight ahead, or there's no diagonals. It's either sort of whichever way you're looking, and you can turn through sort of 90 degrees. So those are the axes that you can attack in. And if you have lined up your other people, so when you attack someone, they're in their line of sight as well. They'll also attack as well. So you can and that won't count as part of their actions. So if you can kind of be a bit cute and clever about how you line up. Say there's a particularly strong boss enemy that you need to deal with before he fucks you up. You can get your guys like lined up around him or in a line of sight against him. When one of your players attacks him, the other two also attack and take a shitload of his health away.
Yeah.
So it's got some interesting mechanics and shit.
The optimal way of doing that, if you're specifically going against one character, is you line them all up beforehand. Then you start with one character and just like
it's like you get the last one into place, and then you hit with that one, and then you hit with another one, and they all fucking take turns and get extra hits and shit. Yeah. So
it's clever. It's clever. I've played a few different missions. I've played a survive like 4 rounds mission where enemies are constantly respawning. I've done a rescue one where I've got to rescue a few different people, and then finish with at least 2 people in the end zone, which I did. And yeah, there's not just kill everybody or kill specific. There's a few different types of missions. And yeah, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's brand new out this week. Came straight to Game Pass.
Check it out.
Buy an Xbox instead of a PS5 Pro. Get Game Pass.
Yeah.
You too could be playing Metal Slug Tactics. Excuse me. Or Death Stranding, which also landed on Xbox this week.
The remaster.
I don't fucking know. It's basically whatever. Kojima now owns Death Stranding IP, so it's now literally like they got the rights to it, and it was instantly available on Xbox. Bizarre.
Okay. Oh right. Okay.
But it's been on PC.
I saw that. I'm sorry, I'm back. I saw that he said Death Stranding had something like 19 million adventurers. Did you see that?
No.
That's a big number. That's a big number.
It's quite popular on PlayStation and PC. So I don't know, the extra couple of 100,000 people.
Has
playing
it
on
been
Xbox.
on Xbox?
It literally
never
came out.
been
It's
on-
never been on Xbox until this week.
Right. Okay.
Kind of stealth dropped. No, it was just like, oh, Death Stranding's on Xbox. So like, it must have been literally ready for fuck knows how long to be just
Yeah.
the instant they were allowed to do it. It's like, yeah, there we go.
Right.
But yeah, that's not Metal Slug Tactics, which is what we were actually talking about.
Yeah.
But that's it. Metal Slug Tactics and Death Stranding in one conversation.
Brilliant. Aren't you good?
Amazing.
What else we got?
Ooh.
You guys, did you talk about Blops yet?
No,
Nope.
we saved that for you to come back. You got any
Ah,
more work
jeez.
emails?
Probably.
Well, I've playing the campaign of Blops 6. Dave, you just been playing multiplayer?
Smart player.
Pure multiplayer.
Pure multiplayer.
I thought campaign was actually pretty fucking good. Overall, a definite thumbs up. You should probably play it if you've got it on Game Pass. Is it worth buying it for like £100? Probably not. If you want to buy the extra Vault Edition, whatever it is. But the campaign was actually quite... Well, it made sense, which is good. Despite it being a little bit fucking insane. So, yeah. It goes some places, for sure. Like, it's Black Ops, so they're always a little bit weird. I remember you doing time travelling in one of them. I can't remember which one it was. You're going back and forth in time to play different scenarios. But this basically happens in the same time. It's early 90s. The original Desert Storm is where there's a part of that where you're going around destroying Scud launchers and stuff. And then, yeah, then it gets a bit fucking insane after that. That was the sort of grounded normal bit that makes sense. And then, yeah, there's a biological weapon involved and tests on subjects and stuff like that, which you have to play through scenes in the game which are representing what it's like to have been under the influence of said biological weapon and stuff like that. Yeah, and then there's a piece towards the end where someone's getting like a truth serum in sort of thing, and then you play through this fucked up pit where they're obviously dealing with shit that happened in their past, and that while revealing stuff about their present. So yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty batshit, but worth playing through. Not mega long, obviously, because it's Call of Duty. So I ain't played any multiplayer yet.
Sorry,
know.
have you finished the campaign?
I finished it. Yeah, finished it.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by another.
100% of it.
I haven't 100%ed it because there's
Platinum.
loads of like side
Veteran.
objectives to do. I don't even know if that's a thing, to be honest. I can't remember. There's probably a
must
difficulty
be.
option. What was it?
Why,
Hard?
you didn't,
Was
or
it
did you just
veteran?
put
Was
it
the
on
absolute?
easy?
I just put it on fucking whatever. I don't know. I didn't fucking die that
Easy.
much. It wasn't
Well, that's
easy.
easy.
It wasn't story mode. Whatever.
No.
Like, because anyone plays a fucking Call of Duty for story mode. But yeah, it's pretty fucking weird and fucked up, and
Mate, everybody
therefore,
knows you do the card campaigns on easy, and then when you finished it, you go down, you tell your wife, you grab your wife, and you say, "Look, I finished the card campaign. Woo! Take me to
she's
bed."
like, "What?" Yes,
She
that's
goes, "Fuck off,
exactly.
nerd."
Yeah, that's more like it. She just fucking looks at the suitcase that she's already packed for you, and it's on the front
He's
doorstep,
still here.
and you're like, "What the fuck are you on about? Get out!" But yeah, it's over to you, Dave, for some multiplayer chat, because
Yeah.
that's where the game really, I guess, is played or not played.
I've continued to play multiplayer. Nuketown come out as a map, so I've been smashing that because you do. You always smash the small maps.
They're all small maps, aren't they?
They're not huge. Nuketown is especially small. It's as bad as the crates map.
That shipment.
Shipment.
That's
yeah,
got to be coming, hasn't it?
Yeah. I can't see it not coming. So I'm just going through that at the moment. I'm doing the daily challenges. I've prestiged and
You
I'm going
have?
through the levels again. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, I
word.
thought about not after what Pilch was saying, but I was like, actually no, I want the skin and I want
Put your
the
microphone up, Dave.
There you go, is that better?
Yes.
So yeah, I prestiged and yeah, I wanted the skin and I wanted the badge, so I prestiged. I'll probably just continue to go through the levels now without prestiging further, but yeah, I'm enjoying that. When you prestige, you keep your best weapon and your mods for your best weapon. So I was like, yeah,
Do you get to pick that, or does it?
you do, yeah. So it was a XM4.
I
So
wish
the
they did that.
M4.
Yeah, that in more games. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good old one game.
Um,
Actually, it doesn't matter so much in our game, but anyway.
All guns are viable in that game.
or equally non-viable because they're all shit.
They're all shit, yeah.
You might as well run around with a bat, eh, Fraser?
Yep.
Yep.
Your dick in your hand.
Gary was
Yeah.
earlier.
Who?
Gary was in for the first time in ages, and he was running around with his bat. It's a very satisfying little donk it makes when people you get batted with it.
So yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. It's a go-to game for me at the moment in that it's just a pick up and play. It's literally don't have to think.
One you can play till 2 a.m.
One that I can either put 5 minutes in or 2 hours, and yeah, like it doesn't matter. And I
See-
don't really care about stopping halfway through. It's not like I have to play this map and oh fuck it, I'm switching off. I'll literally just like halfway through a map going, this isn't going my way. I'm just switching the computer off and going to bed. It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not quite a
It's like
rage
just-
quit, just a I can't be asked.
No, not just to like yeah. This is like I've got no affinity to stay playing, and I'm like, I'm done. I'll switch it off. Like because the games are only very short anyway. They're only like 10-15 minutes per game map. Even the bigger ones, they're quite short. But yeah, I'm just like, fuck it. Can't be asked. And you don't get penalised. There's no like, oh no, you've switched off early.
Yeah.
No, so fuck it. Gone.
Yeah, well, that's I guess I'm probably going to play a bit of it at some point. I saw that the season 1 is that out now? It's like there's still going to be loads of map packs getting released and stuff like that. So
I haven't seen anything drop yet.
I assume Nuketown was part of the first drop.
Was it?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't know. It was as far as I was aware, it was just a map rotation, and it got added as a sort of specific map that you can play. I'm sure it'll be put into the normal rotation, and then that will be taken away, and then there'll be other game types or game maps that will be specific. So
Anyway,
yeah,
looks all right.
yeah.
Good. All right. What's next?
I'll let you go. I'm just gonna nip away for a sec.
Yes.
Right, what do I want to talk about? Have you got anything else to talk about?
Talk about Hunt then, before you talk about Alan Wake.
Yeah, should we talk about Hunt? What you got to say about Hunt?
It's your list on your
Well,
list,
I don't
man.
know. That's
not
all I've
me.
played. I don't know. There's not a lot to
Yeah,
say
we
really.
play a
Other
lot
than
of
we
it.
played
Enjoying it.
fucking shitloads again this week. Did all the challenge? The new challenges came out on Wednesday, and basically I didn't go to bed on Wednesday night until they were all done.
You have to be playing double what I'm playing right now.
They're supposed to last a week, these challenges, and we were just like fucking absolutely.
The thing is, if
destroying
the
it.
challenges, when you get the challenges, if you're a trio working together, you can just hammer them out, right? You know. Yeah. Anyway, I suppose the most significant is we played with Defo today, which was fun.
Yes.
So yeah,
As I said, he got his bat out earlier.
Yep. So that was fun. It's good to have him back in the bio. It's nice to be around him. It's good.
Nice, a cheeky lunchtime game.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Oh, that was my lunch. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's good. So it's good to be out. We've had some bad sessions. We've had some good sessions.
Well,
this
the
week.
other night was fucking just an absolute pile up of dead bodies on our VR. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, well,
weekends are it feels like it steps up a difficulty level at the weekends.
Becomes a little bit more.
There's definitely lots
I think
more
what
people who
happens
actually. I don't know whether they were just snorting coke or what. It's like everyone's suddenly really good at fucking reactions. It's like, why is everyone so much better at the weekend?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just get. Yeah, it's where all the kids play. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe
Where they all
weird.
get let loose at the weekends or whatever, and then you're just suddenly immersed in a much better player pool.
Yeah, or bigger player pool potentially. I think is the thing.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't have to rely on the shitters getting populating the games that we're in.
No, it's funny because Gary and I played at lunchtime on US East, and I haven't played on US East for a long time, or at lunchtime for a long time, and I reckon we only reckon maybe 4 people in that game, 5 people in that game, or something like that. Like those specific times, things get really out of whack on different servers, and we usually play quite late on the Europe servers during the week, right?
Can be.
So I can't imagine they're packed.
No. So, but everyone apparently who's playing is not that good. For some reason, they're staying up extremely late to be bad at a game. But yeah,
it's good. Anyway, I'm enjoying
the most played game for the last couple of months for sure.
I'm enjoying the season pass right now, the battle pass or whatever.
I've
it's good
basically finished the battle pass.
You should have.
Have you done it?
Been playing,
yeah. I've got one level left.
He's been monster, Dave.
Right.
He's doing what Matt does all the time, and I did for about a year or so ago, and whatever.
I'm not doing that much. I've still only got 800 hours in the game.
400 of those last week.
Well, no. That would be going some. I see you've done over 2,000.
That's
Matt
possible.
has done nearly 2,800.
Oh yeah, that's possible.
2,800 hours is how many? That's like literally like what 100 or over 100 actual days of your life.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah,
quite a lot more than 100 days. It's fucking mental,
including the nights.
It's like a third of a year. Day and night have played Showdown.
It's amazing. We've been playing it longer than we give it credit for, I think.
Yeah. That's insane.
No sign of slowing down. It's so much fun.
It's
the game we had today, that storming that place with Gary, was just great. Just brilliant.
Yeah, it's like no matter how much they try and fuck the game up, the core game is still good. Yeah. There's nothing else like it, really.
Yeah, it is good. But we talk about it a lot, so let's move on.
So we don't need to talk about it too much. So I started the Lake House DLC for Alan Wake 2 this week. I probably played about an hour. And vibes much more like Alan Wake 2 when you're playing as Saga. I can't remember the girl's name in this one. I know her real, like her name's Janina something. She was in Star Wars Battlefront 2. She was the main character you played as in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I can't remember her actual character name. But she is a Federal Bureau of Control officer. What is in Control game, because obviously everything's linked, and
Yes.
In Alan Wake 2's campaign, you'd find there's a station quite early in the game, which is a Federal Bureau of Control station. There's not. No
Are you
one
trying to
there.
remember the name of the main character in Control?
No,
Is she?
that's Jesse
Is it a
Faden, isn't
side-
it? Jesse
I
Faden's
don't know,
Control.
I
It's
don't
not
know
her.
all this.
It's
Did you-
a new one for this game. Alan Wake 2 Lake House DLC. And so, yeah, so basically, you're playing this character. She's, like I say, the Federal Bureau of Control officer, and she comes in and she's investigating the lake house, which is where the weird shit kind of happens. The stuff happens underneath the lake or whatever in Alan Wake 2. And Alan Wake, I guess. But they've mentioned, obviously, shit.
Alan Lake.
Did I say Alan Lake?
Yes.
Yeah, I did I?
I don't know. I heard Alan Lake. Doesn't mean you said it.
She's oh fucking, you're right throwing me now. So yeah, she's talking about, like, there's this, you can hear the internal monologue of her, like, as you progress through the game. She's like, it's almost like she's leaving a message for this Saga, who's the character you play as in the main Alan Wake 2 game. As she explores, they get called to the lake house because there's this altered world event, which is AWE, which was one of the DLCs for Control. It's a bit fucking confusing.
Dave, there's a test on this at the end, by the way.
Fucking hell.
Derek Signs has sent us a quiz on this DLC. We have to answer.
For a minute there, I thought he had. So anyway, yeah. So it plays out very simple. Like, you are the over-the-shoulder third person playing, but as this new character, and like I say, you're trolling through the spooky forest initially when you start the game, and you have to go up to the lake house, because when you get to the lake house, it's basically where the Federal Bureau of Control are carrying out experiments to find out this. It's called the Shadow. Is the event that happens at the lake house or whatever. Or the Shadow is this weird entity that is invading reality or whatever. It's fucking bonkers.
Oh my god, have you been hitting the bong or something?
Mate, people, whoever wrote this game has been hitting the fucking bong in a massive way. But yeah, so where is Alan? Like, it's to do with.
What are you trying to tell us?
I'm trying to remember. It's fucking complicated. Basically, they say that
Use your words.
the things that came into reality through in the Alan Wake story came through Alan Wake's writing. So Alan Wake wrote stuff and it became real. Yeah, in the real world. But they were investigating whether there's
like
other
Simon.
art forms could also create other realities or
like
other
Simon.
things. Shut up.
Come on.
I don't know what you're
remember
talking about.
Simon in the Land of Chalk drawing, where he would
No.
just draw things with his little piece of chalk and they
No.
would come to life.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. You're on a fever dream now.
That sounds like the film The Purple Crayon or something like that.
Yeah, it could be the same thing.
I
The
don't
same
know.
sort of thing,
Probably.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
so
look it up. Simon.
they're investigating this guy who is an artist. He paints. So
Awesome.
there's the painter and the writer, and there's two branches of investigation going on inside the lake house. One's investigating the painter, this other guy, the new guy, and one's investigating the writer, Alan Wake. And so that's about as far as I've got. So that made fuck all sense to anybody, obviously, because I could hardly describe what's going on because it's all bonkers. But yeah, it's amusing at the right times. It's there's obviously a weird relationship. There's two doctors carrying out the heads of research in this place. They're married, and they're obviously not happily married. So there's all sorts of weird shit going. I don't know how long the DLC is, but yeah, so it's like I say, it's more Alan Wake 2 in terms of I haven't gone into the Mind Palace yet or whatever, or Mind Place to put up pins on boards and shit like that. But the creepy vibes are very creepy, super vibe creepy.
Where'd you get the DLC from? Epic.
I bought it. Well, it's only available on Epic or PC at the moment. Yeah, I paid £1 or 77 or whatever. I've got 9p in rewards now on Epic to spend.
Nice.
But yes, like the fucking sound. Oh my God, the sound just creates this atmosphere, and it's fucking very good at making you scared. So better than any horror film. Mate, I don't know. I don't watch that many horror films, but yeah, creates a massively spooky vibe, bro.
Have you finished it yet?
No, I don't know how long it is, but yeah, there's 5 levels or whatever of this research station. I've been to 2 of them, but 2 of them are particularly quite small. But I think one of them is probably. But then shit goes mental. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? The main game was fucking massive in terms of the areas you went to. So I can't see it being anywhere near the size of the actual game. But yeah, it's like I say, good spooky vibes if you like a spooky game, and
I'd like to play it.
Yeah, it's worth getting all of the DLC, I think, as well, because it's like the first few Night Springs ones were quite short, but they were all quite fun. And the main game is just
bonkers.
Chef's kiss.
All right. That leaves Dave then with
Factorio.
Yes.
I've been playing some more Factorio. Space
Yes.
DLC. I've got to space. I've created some science in space. I've created a rocket, or I've created a spaceship.
I assume you did that before you got to space.
No, I had to get to space to create space. So rocket you send up. Now I've got a space platform, and then I've created a spaceship in space, and I'm just about going to go to one of 2 different planets to do different things and do different sciences, and it's so complicated. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a little bit overwhelming on how complicated
having
it is.
another job level of complicated.
Yeah, and you know,
This
just to
job's
do
fun.
just to do a simple thing. Well, I say simple thing of putting some thrusters on a space platform to turn it into a spaceship and send it to another planet. It's like the level of complexity is so much. It's very difficult, very fun, but I really need to be in the right mood for it. And it's really annoying when I've got Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. I'm just jump on like for 1 or 2
You
games.
don't really have to think too much about Call of Duty Black Ops.
No, you just put it on and like there's literally 0 thought. You're jumping about like a madman, trying to shoot people in the face. So it's on a back burner. It's the same as Satisfactory. I really want to go back to Satisfactory, but because it's so complicated, it's not. I haven't, and I'm annoying myself because I'm like, why aren't I in the mood to play the games that I enjoy? And because I don't want. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a funk at the moment. I'm
It's
like,
okay, man. It's okay to just not want to, right? You know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in one of the deepest trenches of video games I've ever been in. Like it's just if I've got time to play a video game, I just want to play Hunt and have a laugh with the lads. You know, I may pick up Balatro on my iPad. That is honestly all I care about right now. Because I got other shit to do, right? As well.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I'm kind of like, like I just don't have time. Like if I have any spare time, it's not on the computer at the moment.
Yeah.
And like when I get on the computer, it's like, okay, I'm on, but like I don't want to be. I can't play until like 4 o'clock in the morning, which I know I will do with some of the games. So
Factorio.
I'm like, Factorio, Satisfactory,
Yes.
Football Manager. I want to play that again. I haven't played that since like last time, but I still want to play that. But these are like these are games that like I know I have a problem with, but yeah, like I don't get on. I don't even start getting onto the computer until about 10:30, 11.
Yeah, you can't be getting. You
So
need like a little thing that you can just chip away at every now and
yeah,
again.
yeah. So that's what Black Ops is at the moment for me.
Yeah,
It's
but that's
literally like
doesn't really go anywhere, does it?
no, what's
Doesn't
it?
make you
Nothing
feel
went
good at the
on
end of it.
it. Well, I'm not too bad at it, so actually, I'm like I get on the play of the game probably once every 5 or 6 games, which is pretty good. I think I'm always in the top 3 of my team, whether our team wins or not.
We
So
need you to come and play Hunt with us then, if you're good. You've
I'm
got
shit.
skills.
Honestly, no, I'm shit. That Hunt is a different thing. Like
Hunt, you have to
There's
just.
transferable skills.
They're definitely transferable skills, but it's it's different.
So I have played Hunt and I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's
But
the
I think you've enjoyed it when you've come out for a run out with us, right?
yeah,
Because we're just hanging out, right, and
yeah,
chatting away and stuff.
that's
Because
it.
that's what most of the time it is. It's just social,
Yeah,
right?
Or someone's
yeah.
getting a beasting verbally.
Probably, yeah. I mean, everybody gets a beasting every now and then, don't
Yeah,
they?
I was getting it earlier, and I was like getting my wife was talking to me, and you were all just yakking away in my headset, and I didn't know what was going on.
Mate, we were all hearing it too.
Well, you heard more than I did probably, because I could hear you lot yapping in my ears while she was trying to talk to me, but all you could hear was her talking.
Did you do all the things she asked you to do?
Oh, I think so. I don't know if my son's got his football stuff ready for tomorrow. Like, he's fed. I'm fed. He
He's
didn't
not
sleep all
dead.
night.
You've kept him alive.
Yeah,
Well
I got
done.
Yeah,
I
you
got him
still
out of
have a roof
bed.
over your head. There's no rats in the attic.
Well, no, definitely not.
Did that right itself?
There was no rat. It was a fucking pigeon or a squirrel or something on the
There was a
roof.
bird on the roof, yeah.
Probably a bird, because they're always up there. Pigeons are always fucking up there, aren't they?
I've got
Actual
outside my
fucking.
window. You know what I've seen outside my window a couple of times now is a blue jay comes and lands on the side of my roof here, and he grabs a nut from underneath the shingle. So I don't know
There's a
who's
little
storing the
story
nut.
them there for the later.
What?
Are they storing them there when you don't see them?
Who knows, right? When are those nuts getting in there? I've only ever seen him take the nuts.
Someone's putting them there.
Yeah, could be a squirrel. I mean, squirrels are hiding nuts everywhere now, or they were.
Not as many as the Blue Jays hiding.
All right.
Yeah, I get the fucking getting in a funk about video games. It's difficult sometimes to like fight. Like, we've got so much choice these
Yeah.
days. I sit there some days and I'm like, what shall I start? Shall I finally get around to starting Cyberpunk? Nah, I'll just go around for a run in the bayou
Yeah.
or whatever. I've got fucking Talos Principle 2 ready to go. Obra Dinn. Return of the Obra Dinn, which is supposed to be like well good, and I've fucking had it in my library for ages and still haven't got around to starting that. That feels like I'm never quite in the I'm in the mood to fucking start that now. But I really want to play that. Fucking got so many games, and then there's all the shit that keeps coming to Game Pass, and I've actually cancelled my PS Plus extra.
Have you really?
Yeah, which runs out.
It doesn't hurt
the
as much as
16th.
you think. If anything,
I'm waiting for Black Friday.
Oh,
Right.
See, I found canceling Game Pass just relieved pressure. Right. I just
Right.
now it's just another avenue of games I don't have access to, so I don't have to worry about that fear of not playing it or whatever it might be. I mean, even and even then, I'm still. My son's not helping the cause because he buys games that I say I'll play. So I got Animal Well lined up. I got Silent Hill lined up, or Silent Hill 2, whatever it is, that I've told him I'd finish. And I haven't picked it up since the first time I tried it.
You need to stop going to bed at like 7 p.m.
I'm
Play
tired.
some video games for a couple of hours.
Yeah, but again, it's not that. Well, yeah, but there's other things I'd rather do. That's the problem. I go, well, I could play Silent Hill 2, but then as soon as I go to sit down at the sofa, I see my decks, and then I go, I'd rather have a mix, and I'd rather play techno, right?
Maybe you
Rather
should do a
DJ.
techno podcast.
No. I
Talk
don't
about
need another
techno.
podcast.
You haven't done a stream in a while, have you? Trace?
For what? For Balatro or anything?
No,
Yeah.
no, not for Blacktrove. For your
A mix. Hasn't
mix.
Mixcloud did anything?
Mixcloud.
No, I've been doing mixes, but I've just been uploading them to a drive to listen to. Like I used to use Mixcloud to upload them so I
Right.
could listen to them offline. I'll put one up if I do one that I haven't really put one up that I did one the other day, but honestly, actually, it was an okay mix. The mixing was okay, but I
Right.
was just like, I don't think it's a very good mix. Just felt a little bit soulless. So there you go.
You should be more like
I'm
DJ
an
Nokley.
artist.
Just bang any
I'm
old
an
shit out. I haven't listened, to be honest. So that was an
I listen to your
unreasonable.
mixes. Yeah. I listen to your mixes, Raz.
Where does he put his mixes?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, some people do.
Where does Stu put his mixes? Because he can't put that unless
Mixcloud
he's
is not-
paying. What is he paying for it then? Because
Yeah, he's
you can only.
Mixcloud Pro.
Oh, right, I see.
He's pro, mate. Not like me, scrubs.
Not like
I'm
you,
in the
yeah.
scrubs. I'm a scrub.
I don't know about Scrubs. I think it's just a cheapskate. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's only. I was thinking of. Well,
if you say it's only, don't ever anybody who starts with it's only is someone. Fuck
it's
that,
£6
man.
a
It's
month to
only.
listen, isn't it? You have to pay a tenner a month, I think, to upload or something
For
unlimited.
what?
Mixcloud.
Oh, I know. I think the pro ended up for me was like about nearly $30 a month.
Really? I
Wow.
think it's like 10
Yeah.
quid a month over it.
That was for me, yeah. But I guess maybe that's for me wanting to upload numerous shows and whatever. But
I think it's a tenner a month. I swear, it's a £6 a month just to listen to unlimited.
there
listening.
may be a £6, yeah, just to unlock some of the listening features or whatever.
Yeah, because you can't rewind and shit like that unless you have to pay.
Yeah.
Unless you actually pay.
That's a bit of a bitch if you're into big DJ sets.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
there's like that. Oh, what was that track again? Oh no, you can't rewind now, mate. I'm like, oh, bollocks. But yeah. So I did
Alright.
find myself going, oh, £6 a month. Not that much, is it?
It all adds up.
I ain't
boy.
fucking using it that much. I ain't using it that much.
That's how you're just leaking out of your wallet.
But yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping it's November, so it is the month of savings. There's no Black Friday anymore. Well, there is a Black Friday, but this is basically November is like everything's on sale everywhere at some point in November. Some places
Yeah,
already
people
on
want your
sale.
money, man. I'll tell you what, people aren't spending money either like they were.
Richer Sound's got lots of good deals on. Looking at some turntables. There was a nice Roxanne turntable, looks lush. But it was 400 quid.
How much are you going to use that?
That's what I said to you last night. I was like, I don't know where I fucking put it, mainly. I was like, I'd like to have one, but where the fuck is it going to go?
Honestly, right now, every time I come to a purchase, I'm like, do I need it? No.
Absolutely
not. Fucking come back to it tomorrow and see what you think.
Are we talking about purchases now?
Yeah, let's
Have
go.
you made more purchases? Dave's bought another fucking motorbike.
No,
No.
But he's got that. It's been a while, so he must have spent some buns.
So,
Look at the cheeky grin on his face.
Shall I say this out loud?
So, well, we're talking about it now, so why not? There's a 360 camera called Insta360.
Right.
Okay.
That's what they make Google Maps with, is it?
Kind of. They kind of.
I don't know.
could
I see.
do.
Okay, there was a period about 2 or 3 years ago where loads of people were posting 360 shots on Facebook or whatever of
Yeah.
the pool in fucking Alicante or wherever the fuck they are.
Yeah. So I looked into it.
But go on, Dave.
So I've basically won a. To be honest, I won dash cams on my motorbikes,
Oh.
but to actually get them installed and fitted, it's like per motorbike, it's fucking expensive.
And then you keep
Like,
buying
you
new
talk-
ones, so you'd have to keep spending that
Well,
money.
that's it. Yeah. Well, that's it. So I thought I might as well just buy this Insta360 cam, and you mount
Stick it on your head.
No, I don't, that looks stupid. I'll mount it on the handlebar, and it's a clamp mount on your handlebar, and you put it on, and it's a 360 camera, front and back. That's, I think it's 8K, but like actually, if you pick a view, it's about 1080p. But it records everything all the way around. And I thought, on a motorbike, that's pretty cool. Instead of having to have a front camera and a back camera and everything like that. So yeah,
It's your
I bought one of them.
crotch, though, does it? Like when it's looking back?
So you put it on handlebar, so it's basically left, right, front, and your body. So
What is it got different? It's got two sets of cameras.
it's got
one on
two
either
cameras,
side.
one on the front, one on the back. But because the aperture is so big,
Is it like a fisheye lens kind of thing?
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
how does it get? What about you? Are you in the frame? Like there's a big chunk of
Yes.
you in the picture.
Yeah. So you could, when you actually edit, you choose the perspective and how wide the view of it is. So you
Was
can
it
have it.
Stick an SD
And-
card in it, do you? Or
Yeah. So it's a you get a 256 gig with it, but it can take up to a 2 terabyte card. But and it does just continual recording, and it records over itself until you save it. So yeah,
You got
I
any-
bought one of them.
Got any vids up?
Not yet. No.
Dave's YouTube channel.
It's come through today. I haven't fitted it to the bike yet, but I
Can
hope
you do? You got to do a ride on your MV.
Yeah.
You go out with that camera on. See if you
Yeah.
can get a camera hooked up to show us your speedo as well, so that we can. Right. I want.
You get a
then
gyro.
do-
Has it got like a gyro in it? Because I'll tell you what,
Good.
watching the Formula
Oh,
One,
yeah.
they've got these gyro cams on for cars now, and that view is fucking mental. Because like it's just like solid as a rock, no vibration, and it's like the car's tilting.
Yeah.
in
There
the
is
view.
there
It's
is
fucking
some
mad.
there is some active stabilization.
Because they
I'm not
get
sure
them on MotoGP
gyro-
as well, don't they? They have like gyro cams on the bikes in MotoGP.
do they?
Yeah, it's just like I'm like
Yeah.
that's a fucking crazy,
Yeah.
like rear looking
With
camera.
with this Insta360, you can get lots of different clamps, and you can get like stick cameras or Invisa cams, where it will. They're slim enough that you've mounted that you can actively remove the stick from it, so it looks like there's no stick at all. Just like a third person view, and you can have it sticking out from the back of your bike. There's some really weird and wonderful. So I might actually have a bit of a play around with it.
What the fuck is that noise?
I don't know. Oh, is there some noise coming through?
What's that?
Oh, it's just like a silly thing that I got open at the moment.
What? All right. On
But
that
there's a
bombshell.
game playing in the background that I'm not even really playing, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, then I've got to go
I did
feed
play
my
some
dog.
Gran Turismo, but
No,
don't need
not
to talk about that.
I got to feed my dog, and I got to feed myself and my son. So, Dave, do you want to do our bit? Your bit?
I will do
bit?
my bit. My bit. I'll say. You ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Do I need to be ready?
Ready now? Oh, I didn't know if you wanted to finish or not. I know you're talking about.
I'm done.
Done. All right. Thank you for listening to the Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask questions and get involved, please contact us either on our web form, which is you can get on our webpage at sealpodcast.com. You can contact us on email, which is at sealpodcast. No, it's not at sealpodcast@gmail.com, or join us on the Discord. Oh my god!
What?
Join us on our Discord server. A link is pinned on Twitter, Acast, YouTube, which is at Seal Podcast, X, which is at Seal Podcast, and we have YouTube, Twitch channels, which we upload and stream to for our podcast.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't actually been looking at our Twitch.
Right. Pilch said thanks, but during the show we've had a question
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
from MS Rangers. He needs our help.
He what? He needs our help.
He needs our help. He's presenting out
How
an
in-depth is
SOS.
his help? All right.
Save our seals. It says, "Evening seals, not a question, but some help. It's 48 hours and we can't decide on a name for her. It's driving us crazy. She's a French bulldog. We have Romeo already, and they won't let me call her Juliet.
Why?
It's getting to the stage we will call her in need of some help, please. We're going to name
French
a name
bull-
for a French bulldog, female, obviously.
Madam.
She's got large ears because she's tiny. Literally Diddy. You can look on X if you want.
Call her Madam
Uh,
so that you have to
Who?
go. Come on, Madam.
Madam.
Madam. Let's go, Madam.
Esme. There you go. That's a good
Esme?
name. Esme.
It's not a dog's
There you
name,
go.
is it?
Well, it doesn't have. It's a name. You can
Come
call-
on, I gotta go
you can
eat.
call-
All
Call
right,
them
I
dog
don't
whatever
know.
you want.
I'm not a.
Put
He's
it down.
QPR
We'll
fan, isn't he?
revisit this. Can we revisit
Call
this
her
on the next
Queenie.
one?
Queenie is QPR fan. There you go.
Queenie, Madam, or Esme? To be rediscussed. All right, everyone. Thanks very much. Catch up with you later.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
soon.
See you later.